Hi folks, this is Magpie265. Welcome back to another day on Survival Fountain of Youth. This is episode 5, and at the end of the last episode we left things off just up there where the observatory thing was, and we used the spyglass to have a look at that little island over here. If I put the map on, we have... zoom out, I don't know if it'll let me... no, it doesn't show me. Maybe if I... no, apparently it doesn't show it. But there is like a little bit... oh, I told it doesn't show it because I haven't revealed the map yet, that's why. So that's where we're going to head today. Now, I did leave that area, so we were here. Was it here? Yeah, no, because there's a living water there and I've not got that. It was around this area anyway. It was somewhere in the... oh, it was there. I have just missed the living water. That is infuriating, because that is a trek to get to as well. But I went from there and I've come back down over here to where we first sailed up to the shore, and I collected our boat and I've sailed it all the way around, brought it around the side and brought it in, and it's now docked at our dock. I also went up this other tree here, this cartographer tree, which is just over there in the distance. You can't quite see it, I think these trees are in the way, and map that area. I have also crafted a new bow, if you like. Can you see? If I stop moving around you might. We have got the, was it called, an advanced bow, or no, just the wooden bow, to add to our collection of improved items. Now, to do that I did have to create the wooden frame, which was down in resources. I had to make the native bow frame with rope made of skin and a flexible branch, and I had to make the bowstring from the tendons, and then once you had them you could then use the advanced workbench, so I had to improve the workbench as well, and that allowed me to then craft somewhere the wooden bow. So this one does 40 damage per shot compared to 30 damage per shot from the weak. And that also had a base durability of 50, this had a base durability of 100. So it has doubled our durability. We've actually got 110, I think, because our crafting is a little bit higher. But we still have damage of 40, and I crafted some more arrows. So we have got more bone arrows, I've got 10 of, and I've also got 16 stone arrows. I've gone with the bone because they do a little bit more damage. They do at least 7 per shot, whereas the stone do at least 4. So it's not quite double, but it's not far off it. I've also upgraded some of our storage. I was getting a little low on storage space, so we have another storage chest over here that contains our crafting items, and we have another one over here that stores our fire related items, and I've brought the fire inside. It apparently doesn't matter whether it's outside or inside or anything, so I've brought that inside so at least we can stay dry whilst we're using it, because I kept getting soaked and then trying to sleep with the soaked status, and that then reduces your recovery and things like that. So it just made more sense to have it inside. I do need to get these moved inside at some point, but you can't move them whilst they're full, and they have a lot in them at the minute, way more than I can carry, so I'd have to really craft another storage box inside and then move the contents across and do it that way, and I just haven't got around to that yet. That's all really. Now we are getting very close with our Navy Co. It has half a day left, so we are losing that today, and therefore before we go venturing off anywhere I am going to have to consider what we can make to replace it. So we're going to come across to equipment. Now I did have a comment on the last video asking how I got the animal hide belt. So that needs a needle to craft, and you can craft the needle in your normal crafting inventory through the inventory menu, the crafting bit, and you come across to tools and you can have a fishbone needle that you need a fishbone for, and then that crafts one needle, one bone, one needle, and that allows you to craft that. Now we might have to go actually and hunt or find some fish bones, because we don't have any more, and that needle is quite low, and I think I'm going to need it for some of the other equipment. But once you've got the needle, you need a dried hide and 2 tendon threads, and that allows you to craft the animal hide belt, which gives you the 2 extra weapon slots. So if you haven't got that in your game, that is how you do that. It's not overly difficult. Once you have this like skin dryer, which actually is finished. Let's see if we can craft another one there. We can. Once you've got the skin dryer, and this is the tanning bench, the tanner workbench, that is everything you need. You can get the tendons, use the animal tendons that you can take from boar and things like that, and you can craft them there. You can also craft your bowstring here using 2 threads, and processed hide using a fresh hide. We don't have any fresh hides at the minute though, so there's nothing to worry about on that front. And what do I want to, where do I want to put this? I don't know. Move them across. So let's have a look at what we can do clothing wise. So we can make an animal hide cape, which gives us sun and rain protection. Only takes 2 dried hide and 2 tendons, which we have. We can also create pants and shoes that do all of those things, but use varying amounts of hide and tendons, and I don't know how many we've got, so we're going to go with the hide cape. We've got no suitable needle because 1, it's in storage, and 2, it only has 4 durability, so we can't. Now then, decisions. Can we craft a fishing rod? Would that be in tools? It's got to be in tools, hasn't it? Primitive fishing rod, improved fishing rod, flexible branch, copper we don't have, so primitive fishing rod, long stick, bone, tendon, thread. Long stick, where can I get a long stick from? Oh, do we have, I think we might have more. Let me just clear that notification. We might have more points to use here. We do, we have 4. So let's take the level 3 of learning, which gives us a 50% bonus to book reading speed. So that means they'll only take 5 hours instead of 10. So let's take that. The next level will give us 1 survival point at skill level 6. Rewards 1 survival point at skill level 6. Which of the skill are these? Oh, so if we get a skill to level 6, we'll get a survival point. Now we have got some up to 4. Strength is at 4, crafting is at 4, and a couple at 3. So we maybe want to get that before we hit that point. That would be quite important, I think. So what I might do is hold on to that 1 point until we get there. Clear the notifications on those. We did bring our sailing rank up a little bit, which increases the speed. Now I do potentially want to look at crafting a canoe before we go, because the raft which we've got at the minute, just 10 mile an hour, and it is quite slow. A base durability of 3,000 units. Obviously we have repaired the one we've got, so it's not at 3,000. I think it's about 700 now that I've sailed it round. But the wooden canoe, you can improve the raft and put a chest on it, and the canoe goes at 15 miles an hour with a base durability of 6,500. But it also has a bed and a container for storage, which means we can bring back a lot more. So does this one, by the way. This has a storage and a bed, but it doesn't improve the speed, whereas that is an extra 50% increase. And it's not that expensive. A split log, some small sticks, tree bark, dried hide, liana ropes, and narrow leaves. I think I'm going to have to go kill some boar. I don't want to, but I think I'm going to have to. Now, are they respawned? Yeah, I believe they are. I think on the map, when you've killed everything in that area, like here, they grey out. So if you've got one that's solid, like these, that means that they have come back. So this boar, when I killed it down here, should have greyed out at the first, like when I first killed them. Now that it is not greyed out, I believe that means they have respawned, and they should be there waiting for me to go out again. So I'm just going to change to my spear because I've got this bird to worry about, or 2 birds, and these may well come at me because I think there's a nest at the top of here, which I am going to raid for the feathers. I want everything except the worms. Yeah, animal is hunting me. There we go. 2 down. Let's harvest them. Oh, and we've got the well, the short-haired dogs. I can't remember. Is that what they're called? Yeah, short-haired dogs coming after us as well. I don't want the trophy. Apparently the dog is leaving us alone, so that's fine. We will ignore that. We needn't pick a fight that we don't have to. So I'm going to take all of that, and then... Ooh, do we think I can... No, it saw me coming. It saw me coming. I thought maybe I was just lucky there, and it hadn't spotted me, and if I didn't move, then I wouldn't have a problem. But it did see me, so... No chicken. I've still not caught a chicken. I've not really tried though either, to be fair. I've not like I've failed to catch a chicken. I just haven't caught a chicken. Keeping an eye out for this boar. There we are. Get up on the rock and hopefully it won't. Yeah, it can. It can. Okay, I think we've wounded it. I was a bit panicked there because I thought... Oh, that is the best we've done against a boar so far. So let's take the tendons, the hides. I'll take the meat. I don't currently know what the rest of those resources are for. We haven't really done anything with the fats or... we'll take that as well. Or the intestines. I have no idea what the intestines are for. But I guess we'll gonna need those as well, actually, so we'll take them while we're here. I'm assuming is there only one boar in this set? Yeah, so the boar has greyed out now, as so have these 2 birds. So if we're gonna get another boar, we're gonna have to head quite far away, actually, aren't we? Right, I might leave it then. I might just try and do what we can with what we've got. Right, I have come back over and just topped off my hunger and thirst and put away what I can. I think we need to process the hides that we've just got, so let's do that. And it's now night time, so I'm just going to sleep through the night. I don't really see the point in working through in the dark. Now, our coat should be gone. 1 durability left, so I am going to put that into storage, I think. I have to take it off first, don't I? I should now be able to craft... Oh no, I still haven't got the long stick or the bone. That's what I went out for. I didn't get bones from the boar, did I? Did you get them from the short-haired dog things? I'm not overly keen on doing this in the dark. But there is one there. Oh, I missed it. I haven't quite got the knack of the bow yet, and I'm not sure what the drop is like. Could have sworn I saw it there. Where is it? Yeah, I probably should have waited till it was a little lighter than this, because I cannot see it at all. You're probably all screaming at the TV right now telling me it's right in front of me, but I have got no clue where this is. Genuinely, where is it? I can hear it. Oh, I think I'm getting closer because it's getting louder. Ah, there we are. Oh, it would wait until I'm changing weapons, wouldn't it? Right. No, you don't get them from them either because you take the full cup. Where do you get bones from? They always come in handy. Right, I wonder if we can get them from the peccaries. So I'm going to have to crouch to go at the peccaries. I've not caught one of these yet either. These are quite skittish. Yeah, is that took off already? Yeah, they have took off. So how am I going to get close enough to them? Right. Let's see if I can get this bow and arrow down. Oh, apparently I can. There we go. So there is a little bit of drop, but it's not huge. And we can get bones there. So let's take the bones. We'll take the hides. And the meat, I guess. So we've got a bone. What's the other thing I needed? Was it a long branch? Where are we at? Tools. Long stick. And I can get long sticks from over here if they have respawned. Two days. Oh crap, there's another one. Oh, it's there. Ah, there we go. There's one. Perfect. I'll leave the rest to respawn. I know at least I've got them in 2 days. Okay, now we are going to need a... crafting, where am I at? A fishing spot to be able to fish from. So let's craft our fishing rod. And we've obtained a survival point. But we need, like I say, we need a fishing spot. You can't just fish anywhere. And where is the closest fishing spot? I think there's one up this corner. I don't really want to use the durability on the raft if I can help it. We are feeling the sun exposure because we have no protection whatsoever. I actually wonder if I should... Can I craft? Ah, yeah, but you need those leaves. I could make a skirt. That would give me some sun protection. Have I got... What am I wearing? Have I got no hat or anything, have I? Right, let's do that. And then if I could get 5 of them from over here. Well, there's one. I just ran off. We're okay. And those 4 means I can then craft a cape. So I have now got a little bit. That's given me 25. That's given me 25. So I've got 50% protection, which is better than nothing. Does the shade help? Like, I'm in shade now. Is that... Oh, I've gone completely... Yeah, so if you're in shade, it does help. Ah, timed it too soon. I'm not going to take that, actually. I was going to, but I won't bother. Okay, so I was right. There is a fishing spot over here. Oh, Joe, I didn't bring any bait, did I? Oh, I'm an idiot. I've got worms in storage as well. I didn't bring them. So, start fishing. I don't know how the fishing works. Obviously, I've just crafted the rod, so this is the first time I've tried it. Select bait. Bite chance 15, catch chance 50. So, I assume that by having bait, you increase your chances. Right, hold up. Let me run back. It's my fault, so let me run and get some bait and then we'll try again. Okay, we are back. Now, if you are starting this game yourself, if you've not already played it and you're going to play it, take the navy coat. That is all I have to say, because look at my sun level already, like in the top left corner. That is at like 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way up. And I even crafted the leaf sandals on my way, so that gives me 25%, that gives me 25, that gives me 25. I have 75% protection against sun, and I am still struggling with the sun. So that navy coat giving you 100% on its own from the early game is huge. Take the navy coat. Now let's try this fishing. I brought the worms and I brought the bird of paradise. Now that gives 20, the worms give 30, so we are going to use the worms, because that now puts us up to a 45% bite chance and then 50% fish. And first go. Excellent. Let's try it again. I've got a few bits of bait with us, so we might as well see what we can do. Nothing. There we go. There's another one. I think that's all our fish, but I should have 2 birds of paradise. Oh no, sorry, all our worms I meant, but no, I've still got a worm. No bite. Oh, I don't think you lose the worm if it doesn't bite. But we are sunburnt, even with that 75% protection, so definitely 100% take the navy coat. I can't stress that enough. How are we doing on time? We are nearly at night. We'll have another go with this last bird of paradise and see how long it takes. Oh, first try. There we go. Half an hour and we're done. Right, let me get out of the sun and we'll have a look at the fish in our inventory and what we can do with them. Now, we can pop these down here. So, drop all of them. Drop all of them. Oh, we only had one of them. So, interact. We'll have the bones. We'll have the fish meat. You only get fish meat off these. You don't get bones. So you only get bones off the rockfish. That's weird. Oh no, you do, but just not off all of them. Ah. Okay. Right. So that's them harvested. Can I have to pick these up now and then destroy them? Because that has nothing left. Can you just... You can't destroy them. How do you... Right. So they're going in the food one because they will turn... Ooh. They will turn into this rotten food, I assume, once they run out, and that is fine. We'll put the fish meat in there as well, and the fish bones I wanted to get back inside in the shelter. Let me check on this sunburn status. Discomfort prevents me from sleeping well. Oh, that's frustrating, isn't it? It's most likely going to recover. You can take a tobacco compress, but I don't think we have any. Stay in shade, equip more, and eat and sleep and drink. That is fine. We've nothing really need to worry about there. So crafting, tools, fish needle. That's made that. We are getting pretty late. Let's actually just use the time now. We've got the book that we haven't read yet. Oh, it's a fishing effect book. Oh, I definitely should have read that first. So that's only going to take 6 hours 40 minutes. I thought it would take 5 hours, but apparently not. Maybe it was a longer book, but let's read that. It's too dark. I need to wait for morning. Can't read at night. Okay, let's sleep till morning. I want to do that because I want to unlock the fishing skill, so we'll spend 6 hours doing that. We need to get some food and drink. Have we got anything in our water catcher? No. It doesn't rain that often. We are going to have to come up with another solution for water. I mean, we have these, obviously, the coconuts, the green ones, you can make into a drink, but it's not really the best solution. What have we got that's running low? I'm trying to eat everything in like the order that it's going to run out on us. Dragon fruit are getting pretty low. There we go. So we've got our needle. we can now craft the cape. And then see if we've got the resources for the pants. We don't. We have no tendon thread, and we don't have enough dried hide. Tendon thread I can make one of, but I don't think that dried hide is going to be ready. Oh, it is. So we can... You need a processed hide to make it... You need a processed hide to make a dried hide, and you process the hides over here. We only have one unprocessed, so that is now all our processed hides, or all our hides processed. Pop that in there, and that. We've got a boar hide, but I don't know what we do with that. And a tendon thread across, so we should now be able to make... No, we needed an extra tendon thread and we haven't got it, so we can't do anything about that, but that gives us 25% protection from sun and rain. We'll keep that in storage. And then can we craft some leg protection of any kind? Yeah, let's craft the cape, the skirt, sorry. So we have now got 100% sun protection. Okay, and I've just put away the things that I'm not going to need. So I was going to craft the canoe, but I just think... Let me have a look at the resources. I'd have to go get a tree. I'd have to go get more tree bark. I don't know if I can make 3 liana ropes. No, I've got no lianas, so I can't. So no, we're just going to go for it. We're just going to go on our basic bog standard raft. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to take the helm. Sail away. Oh no, you don't actually. Sail away is to like sail to a different island. And we are not going that far afield yet. Hopefully soon. That is the plan. I do think we're going to have to get further afield to get the cannonball trees, which we need to be able to upgrade our tanning workbench to make leather, and we need the leather to repair the navy coat, which I definitely want back. I also want to be able to repair the like satchel thing that we're carrying, so that is definitely something we're going to have to look at doing sooner rather than later as well. So I think getting the canoe crafted is probably for the best. But we'll worry about that later. For now, I want to get to this other island. Or this... It's not even an island, is it? It says land on the rock. It's this over here. That's where we're headed. It's not all that far away. The durability on this raft isn't too bad either. Like 767, we're on 766 now. I think it was at like 900 and something when I collected it from the bottom of the island. It does go down pretty quick, but it is more than enough for what we need just for tootling around in the shallow waters. I wouldn't want to risk going to another island in it, but it'll do for now. We're nearly there now, but I've just noticed on this little spot of land, I wouldn't even call it an island, this, I don't know what the word is for this, but this area anyway, there is a storage chest, so we're just going to have a quick look over there. I don't know the best way to, yeah, without damaging the raft, I don't know the best way to get close to land. Oh, do you know what? We're just gonna get wet. It's fine. What have we got? Rotten food. Really? Well, that was not worth it at all. This looks like a slightly bigger island. I do want to explore a little as we go. I don't just want to go straight there and straight back. Like, if we're out and about and we're you know, sailing the open seas, we might as well have a little explore. So this looks a little bit bigger. Let's see what is on here. I don't know if we'll be able to get to the top of that either. It'd be a great mapping point. I mean, I know it's mostly water around, but it should cover these islands and probably the top of our main island. Okay, so what do we have? We got something here. What's this? Portable beacon blueprint. Got a coconut in case you want a drink while we're out here. Not worried about the crab. That looks like it. Oh, do you know what? I didn't bring any charcoal to map. You know what I've just said about mapping? I have not got any charcoal with me, so we won't be mapping from the top of that rock. It was worth stopping off though to get the blueprint. Portable beacon sounds like a lantern. So we'll have to have a look at how we can make that in fact. Crafting. No, be down in resources. Where are we? Leaf bait? Where did I get the recipe for that? Self-made fishing bait. Doesn't say how effective it is, and I didn't see the blueprint anywhere or what it had unlocked. So we'll have a look at that properly another time. Until I forget, and then we never have a look at it ever again, because that's more likely to be what happens, isn't it? New goal has just updated. Scouting the Lonely Rock. The objective is get inside. So I'm guessing there's like a cave system or something that we need to get to. We'll find out soon enough though, because we are nearly there. This looks like a good spot to dock, but I am just curious what that is on that little outcrop there, so I am going to head over and take a look. Oh, there's stuff in the water. Can I do anything with it? No, you can only put it on shoulders. You can't do anything. So it must not contain anything. I don't know what you would want them for. Why do they even exist in the game? That's just another one, isn't it? It's not big enough to be a storage box. I don't know what they're for. What purpose do they serve? Other than decoration, do you know what I mean? Like, you could carry them back to your base, but then what would you do with them once you had them? So we're just ignoring them for the time being, because I don't know what they're for. I'm not really interested in them. If anyone does know a use for them, then please do let me know, because there might be something I am missing. It doesn't... Nothing I can do. There's no interaction. What have we got? Let's keep an eye out for scorpions in here. Again, all you can do is carry that. Then we've got a body. A medicine book. That is a ship barrel, so we can interact with that. Holds liquid, prevents liquid loss from evaporation, can hold 40 units of liquid. Right, so we're definitely taking that with us, because we're going to put that on our boat, and we're going to take that back to base, and then that means we can store our water from our water carrier, because our water collector does evaporate when the weather's nice, so hopefully that will stay on there and it won't roll off. But yeah, so that fills up the water collector when it rains, but then when the weather's nice, it evaporates. So you're constantly left with no water in it. I'm not going to read that out to you. I'll just leave it up for a second and let you have a read. Okay, so there were other survivors, but these were like an expeditionary force. Like, they went out to see what they could find. We could get tendon thread from that. Ooh, I've got 19% chance of injury. I don't know what this bit's about. But I can use my knife to get tendon thread. I'm going to risk it. And we did, we got the thread. That is handy because we do need that. Mind, it was a bit of a risk because I have got... No, I've not got bandages with me. All I've got is a scorpion one, which is for venom. I've not got like a normal bandage, so if I do get a normal injury, it's not going to go well for me. What have we got here? Pineapple seeds. Probably need to look at start building a bit of a farm area as well, don't I? I've got a lot of seeds and I'm not doing an awful lot with them at the minute. And we have another piece of the native map. We are ready to travel to a new region. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? That definitely feels like a next episode type of deal. It's a long way up here. That note did say there was birds at the top as well, so I am going to have to keep an eye out for them. Not that I'm overly worried about a couple birds, like. What time is it? Is it? Oh, it's night time. Did it really take us that long to get here? Right. There's definitely birds. And there's another body. We're definitely going to get attacked. It's just a case of which one's coming at us first. This one. Didn't die. That one did. Oh, I mistimed that. I didn't even see that one come in. That's one down. And another. There we go. Right. Now that that's dealt with, let's take these. Try not to injure ourselves. That's alright, we've no chance of injury for the feathers. Oh, that other one didn't drop. I thought it had dropped off the edge of the cliff, but it didn't. We're okay. I nearly dropped off the edge of the cliff, but we have survived. Let's take all 8 eggs, all 5 feathers, and do you know what? I'm going to take all 4 worms as well, actually. Because we could probably do with a little bit of... What happened? Oh, okay.
This is the cannoneer from the crashed Santa Maria. Left without a boat on this rock, he was dying of hunger. Up on top, he found a nest and tried to grab some eggs. But the cannoneer underestimated the danger of these birds, the harpies. And the harpies pecked him to death. Maybe somebody else survived on Santa Maria. I should go to the crash site.
The guy had a sword on his hip. A sword. I've got a wooden stick with a stone on it, and I won. How did he lose with a sword? And where is his sword, and why do I not have it now? Right, we'll take the improved chip repair kit. That is literally all he's got for us. What a joke. What a joke. There's nothing down there. I don't know where this wreck of the Santa Maria is. But that's where it wants us to go next. Fuming with that. Where's his sword gone? He definitely had a sword on his hip in that little cutscene. Anyway, I suppose we'll head back down. And then figure out what we're going to do from there. So I suppose the first thing we should really do is have a little look at the map. Start mapping. Oh, that's for the Lonely Rock, right, okay. I didn't bring the reason. Oh no, where's my bat? Oh, it's alright, it's there, it's there. Put it on shoulders. Try and keep it roughly in the middle. Can we keep an eye on it? Well, yeah, we can, right, so we'll see if it falls off. We definitely want to get that back to base. That is possibly the most important thing I found while I've been here. And it's going to fall off again, isn't it? Right, I feel like this might take me a while, so let me get back to base and I'll catch up with you there. Right, so we can just put this down next to our water collector there. You see there is nothing in this because it constantly evaporates. So now, as it fills up when it rains, I can then empty it into here, and I know I'll always have it then. It won't evaporate on me. I did have to abandon my boat just there. It got to the point I just couldn't keep the thing on it anymore. So I gave up and I came the rest of the way on foot. Now, let's take a quick look at what it wants us to do, because it does say... that's the Cannoneer's note. Book of St. Albans is what we've just read. Where is it? That's not what... Where is the bit that tells you what you need to do, the quest? Is it this one? Sail to the Buffalo region. So where is the Buffalo region? Unknown, unknown. Are these all unknown? Yeah, so the only one we know is the bird. 5 of 15 of their... So the Spanish way is to get a clue from surviving crew members. Or you can get 15 pieces of the map. Or learn a blueprint for a better ship. Now, we can't do any of those yet, but one of them we did do. Is it this one? No, that's 5 of 10. There we go. We've got 2 out of 3 ways. So we can either use the Santa Maria Cannoneer's note, or the piece of the natives map, or we can take the canoe's helm. You need to be at the helm of a ship and have one of the following items. You receive 1 skill point if you meet all conditions for unlocking a region. So we are going to build the canoe, and that will give us the skill point we need to get to the... Oh, sorry, that'll give us the extra thing we need to unlock the skill point. And I don't know if there's a thing for the canoe in itself. No, there doesn't appear to be. But we are at 2 skill points. I want 4 to unlock this next rank of learning. So I need to unlock 2, and I think we can probably do that. We could make a tusk-tipped harpoon, and then we could make a chemistry workbench. They are things that are probably worth having. So how do we get a tusk-tipped harpoon? We need a long stick, which we don't have. That is over here, isn't it, at these bits? If any have respawned. I mean, they are there on the map. There is also actually some over here, isn't there? So if these don't work for us, there are them there. So we will get ourselves a long stick one way or another. Yeah, right, that's fine. Probably shouldn't be doing it in the dark, should I? Couple days. I'll just take the one. I was going to take more so that we had them and I wasn't keep coming back, seeing as we keep needing them. But given that it's still a little dark and they've not all respawned yet either, maybe we will leave it a day or two. But we've got that, so we should be able to create or craft the tusk-tipped harpoon. Try saying that 3 times fast. Craft that, you need to do it at the workbench. Right, okay, that's fine, we can do that. Place, work, no tool selected, you need a hammer. And we'll take our hammer, there we go. Work on that. And can we now build the chemistry workbench? It's going to be under machines, isn't it? Chemistry workbench, oh, you need loads. 2 more long sticks, lianas, we've got the clay. I need split logs. Okay, so what else can we do? Have we got anything else we can make now? I want something that I can do just before we end the episode. No, no, these all need copper. That's on Copper Island. Obsidian Spear we've done. Gained. We could make a date palm juice collector. We'd need liana ropes. Ah, I really wanted to make something and get us that point before before the end of the episode, but I don't think we're going to. I think I'm going to have to go do some grinding off camera, and that is a little frustrating, but it's probably a good place to leave the episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do click that like button, and if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I am at 99 subscribers at the time of recording, so come on, one of you out there is willing to be number 100, surely. Thanks very much, folks. I'll see you later.